overlapping if you have more trees. These are long. This is the other thing I see a lot of kids doing, is making little 1-inch branches, okay? And I like to show them this. I said, let's all hang our arms like the branches. They're hanging way down. They could even be going into the water if I wanted them to droop into the water. If their horizon line, that water was higher, you know, it's okay if they go down into the water. You know, it doesn't matter, but they're long, and so show them, you know, that these branches are long and they're not short. So now each one of the branches has a bottom and a top. Okay, so if this is your tree, oh, another thing kids like to do. So if this is the tree, show them that it's kind of like our hair comes out from the top of our head, because I see this every time. They make them like a tree, like the branches are down here, you know, like a tree. So pointing out that it's all on a palm tree, they all come, we're making the branches all come from the top and not the sides like other trees are. Okay. So bottom, all the way to the end, and the top. Each one of these, so we're going to first start with one color and fill all 5 branches with that one color before we move on. So if you kind of want to have everybody catch up to that part. So just, and this is not nice and neat, it's just making those branches. If they're not sitting there taking all their time, we're going to be adding lots of colors just like we did for our sand. So every branch has the top and the bottom, like a diagonal line. Now if they're blowing or whichever, you know, but
so we're doing these.
so try to remember to point that out, that they're holding the pastel differently now, because a lot of kids I see, if you don't say that or they didn't hear you, they're going to still hold it the width
same
of it.
color that you just used for your stick.
Everybody works at different speeds, so the kids are going to have, a lot of them are like, you know, you're going to want to move on to other colors and they're still on the same branch, because they're those kind of really neat kids. But it's not nice and neat work. And if you choose different colors, and you know you're just waiting right now like I am, so if I wanted to say, well, I didn't have any pink in my sand, and I want to go back and add a little pink to the sand to kind of coordinate that, you can if you feel like that. And the only reason I usually like say 3 colors on the sand or 3 on the branches is because of time. Like it's just, you can only have so much time. Okay. So after you do that, you're going to choose your second color. You might choose the same colors that you did for the sand. And we're going to go right back over and do the same thing. Now, something else to point out what kids do. So when I say the second color, we're going to go next to, on top of, whatever. Every single class I teach, there's always a child that will go back with every single color and they put it right on top. I don't know what that is. I mean, I can't tell them enough, you know, it's like how to do that, but it's an interesting thing to me. So maybe somebody can share that with me sometime, is why do they do that? I don't know. But they can overlap, you know, and touch each other, and it's like, because some kids are such neat kids, they're like, I don't say neat freaks, but they're so neat that they're like, they can't touch each other. So they're forever taking their time to make sure it's exactly, you know, next to. But anyway, so we're adding that second color. It's not nice and neat. And it's not on top of, if it touches or whatever, if it goes on top of it. But you're just filling in that expressive color. Another thing I love to do with the kids